I'm grateful you joined tonight. Your sleeping brain is about to become your most powerful therapist, rewriting painful memories while you rest safely in darkness. You'll discover how lucid dreams unlock emotional healing and understand why your dreaming mind might know what your waking mind cannot yet accept. Welcome to Get Sleepy Science. Now settle in. You're resting in your safe space while your brain quietly prepares for tonight's repair work. Clearing emotional residue, filing memories, softening the sharp edges of difficult experiences. Allow yourself this moment of peace. We'll journey through 100 psychology facts about lucid dreaming and emotional healing. From the moment you realize you're dreaming, to the courage that emerges in sleep, to the bridge between nightmare and recovery. This thoughtful journey through consciousness builds bridges between searching minds. A gentle like, subscribe, or sharing your thoughts creates a pathway for more healing seekers to discover and brings us closer to protect this sanctuary. One sleepy soul at a time. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to us. Your healing journey inspires ours. Let yourself settle completely here. Feel your jaw unclench, your breath deepen naturally. You can let these thoughts drift past without holding them. Sense that soothing heaviness enveloping you, like your consciousness slowly dimming its brightness. Thoughts dissolving into the peaceful fog of approaching sleep. Safe and undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. You're floating where memories rest safely in gentle darkness. Let your mind merge with infinite peace. And now we begin. A lucid dream is a dream where you know you're dreaming while the dream is still happening. Unlike regular dreams where you simply experience whatever your sleeping mind creates. In a lucid dream, you possess a strange double awareness. Part of you is dreaming, immersed in the dream world. Another part of you is observing, thinking clearly, recognizing this isn't real life. Research from sleep laboratories shows that during lucid dreams, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, a brain region responsible for self-awareness and logical thinking, becomes more active than in normal dreams. This creates what scientists call metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. You're asleep, dreaming, yet somehow awake inside the dream. It's one of consciousness's most curious states, a bridge between sleeping and waking awareness. Most people experience at least one lucid dream in their lifetime, often without trying. Studies surveying over 10,000 participants across multiple countries found that about 55% of adults report having had at least one spontaneous lucid dream. Around 23% experience them monthly, and about 1% have lucid dreams several times per week. These numbers vary across cultures and age groups. Children and teenagers report lucid dreams more frequently than adults, possibly because their brains are still developing metacognitive abilities. The capacity for lucid dreaming appears to be a natural human ability, not a special gift or mystical talent. Your brain already knows how to do this. It's simply a matter of recognizing the dream state when it arrives, which happens more easily for some than others. Lucid dreams almost always occur during REM sleep, the stage when your most vivid dreams happen. REM stands for Rapid Eye Movement, named for the characteristic darting motions your eyes make beneath closed lids during this phase. Your brain during REM sleep is surprisingly active, almost as active as when you're awake, consuming similar amounts of oxygen and glucose. Yet your body remains paralyzed, a safety mechanism that prevents you from acting out dreams physically. This temporary paralysis affects nearly all voluntary muscles except those controlling eye movement and breathing. When lucid dreaming occurs in REM sleep, you experience a paradox. Your mind achieves waking-like awareness, while your brain chemistry remains in dream mode, creating a unique state where conscious choice meets unconscious imagery. While people have reported lucid dreams for centuries, scientific proof only came in the 1970s. Researcher Stephen LaBerge at Stanford University developed a method to signal from inside a dream. Before sleeping, lucid dreamers agreed to move their eyes in a specific pattern. Left, right, left, right. Once they became aware, they were dreaming. Remember, eye muscles remain active during REM sleep. LaBerge's team monitored dreamers with electrodes measuring eye movements, brain waves, and muscle tone. When participants became lucid during REM sleep, they performed the predetermined eye signals. The laboratory equipment recorded these deliberate movements, proving that consciousness was present inside the dream. This 1978 experiment changed sleep science, demonstrating that communication from the dreaming state into waking reality was possible. The mind asleep was not completely cut off from voluntary control. Emotional healing in neuroscience terms means changing how your brain stores and responds to difficult memories. When something painful happens, your brain encodes not just the facts of the event, but also the emotions attached. The amygdala, your brain's emotional alarm center, tags certain memories with fear, sadness, or distress. Every time you recall that memory, the amygdala can reactivate those feelings, sometimes as intensely as when the event first occurred. Healing doesn't mean erasing the memory. Instead, it means reconsolidating it, weakening the emotional charge while keeping the factual content. Your hippocampus, responsible for contextual memory, learns to place the event firmly in the past rather than experiencing it as an ongoing threat. This process allows you to remember what happened without reliving the pain each time. Emotional healing is neurological reprocessing, a rewiring of memory pathways. Your brain prioritizes emotional memories during sleep, especially during REM dreaming. Studies using functional MRI scans show that the amygdala and hippocampus, structures central to emotional memory, remain highly active during REM sleep, even though the prefrontal cortex, your logical thinking center, quiets down. This creates ideal conditions for emotional processing. Without the prefrontal cortex's logical constraints, your dreaming mind can approach painful memories from unexpected angles, blending them with other experiences, creating metaphors and symbols. Recent research continues to show that REM sleep acts like overnight therapy, replaying emotional experiences in a neurochemically safe environment. Stress hormones like norepinephrine drop to very low levels during REM, allowing you to revisit difficult feelings without triggering a full fight or flight response. Dreams, it seems, are where your brain practices emotional regulation when the stakes feel lower. Nightmares seem like the opposite of healing, yet they often represent your brain's attempts to process threatening or overwhelming experiences. When something frightens or traumatizes you, your amygdala stores that memory with high emotional intensity. During REM sleep, your brain replays variations of the threat, trying to find solutions, rehearsing responses, attempting to integrate the experience. This is why trauma survivors often dream repeatedly about threatening scenarios. The challenge appears when the nightmare feels overwhelming enough that it gently pulls you back to waking before resolution occurs. You never reach the end of the emotional story. Studies show that nightmares that conclude, even badly, are less distressing long-term than nightmares that wake you mid-crisis. Completion, it seems, matters more than happy endings. Your dreaming mind wants to finish processing what happened. In regular nightmares, you're trapped in whatever the dream creates, reacting instinctively with fear or helplessness. In lucid dreams, awareness changes everything. Studies from sleep laboratories show that when dreamers become lucid during a nightmare, their physiological stress responses, measured by heart rate and skin conductance, decrease even while the dream continues. The simple act of knowing it's a dream creates psychological distance. Your prefrontal cortex, partially reactivated during lucidity, can evaluate the threat rationally. This isn't really happening. I'm safe in bed. This is my mind creating images. That cognitive awareness interrupts the automatic fear response. Research suggests this creates a unique therapeutic opportunity. You can face the frightening dream content without being overwhelmed by it, processing the underlying emotion while maintaining enough control to prevent re-traumatization. Awareness becomes a form of emotional safety. One of the most powerful aspects of lucid dreaming for emotional healing is agency, the experience of having choice and control. In regular dreams and nightmares, things happen to you. You're passive, swept along by the dream narrative. In lucid dreams, you can make decisions, change the dream, respond differently than you did in waking life. Psychological research consistently shows that perceived control reduces emotional distress. When trauma survivors feel helpless, unable to influence what happens to them, emotional wounds deepen. Lucid dreaming offers a safe space to practice agency. You can confront the threat, fly away, transform the scenery, or simply observe with calm detachment. Studies suggest that even imagined agency in dreams can strengthen real-world feelings of empowerment, slowly rebuilding the sense of control that trauma often destroys. So yes, lucid dreams are already changing how we understand emotional healing by showing us that confronting fears in dreams can reshape how those fears are stored in memory. This process, called memory reconsolidation, happens when you recall a memory and then experience something new alongside it. The original memory becomes temporarily unstable, open to revision. If you face a nightmare lucidly, experiencing the frightening content while simultaneously feeling safe and in control, you're adding new information to that fear memory. The brain stores this updated version, one that includes, "I faced this and I was okay." Research examining lucid dream therapy for nightmare disorder shows significant reductions in nightmare frequency and intensity. The fear memory doesn't vanish, but its emotional power weakens. Your brain learns that the feared situation can have different outcomes. When you become lucid in a dream, specific brain regions show increased activity compared to regular dreaming. Brain imaging studies reveal that the frontopolar cortex, involved in higher-order thinking and self-reflection, activates more strongly during lucid REM sleep. The parietal cortex, which helps you distinguish self from environment, also shows heightened function. Meanwhile, The brain remains in REM sleep architecture, meaning the visual cortex, limbic system, and motor areas continue operating in dream mode. This creates a hybrid state. You have more cognitive control than in normal dreams, but less than in full wakefulness. Interestingly, trying to exert too much control in a lucid dream often causes awakening. The brain seems to maintain a delicate balance between awareness and immersion. You can guide the dream, nudge it, influence outcomes, but forcing too much conscious logic collapses the dream state entirely. Dreams, especially emotional ones, feel intensely real because your brain processes dream experiences using the same neural circuits it uses for waking experiences. When you dream about running, your motor cortex activates as if you're actually running, stopped only by rematonia, preventing physical movement. When you dream about fear, your amygdala responds with genuine fear signals. Functional imaging shows that emotional responses in dreams are not simulated or diluted. They're real neurological events. Your heart rate increases. Stress hormones partially rise. Your body responds authentically. This is why dream emotions can linger after waking. Why a nightmare can ruin your morning mood. The feelings were genuine, even though the circumstances were imaginary. Your emotional brain cannot easily distinguish dreamed experiences from lived ones, especially in the moment. Both feel true. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive control center, is normally quiet during REM sleep. This explains why regular dreams feel so illogical and bizarre. You accept impossible situations without question because the part of your brain responsible for critical thinking has largely shut down. Lucid dreaming partially reactivates the prefrontal cortex without fully waking the brain. Studies using high-density EEG show increased gamma wave activity in frontal regions during lucid REM sleep, a signature of conscious processing. This partial reactivation gives you metacognition, the ability to think about thinking, and working memory, the capacity to remember your waking intentions while dreaming. These cognitive functions allow you to recognize inconsistencies, realize you're dreaming, and make deliberate choices. The prefrontal cortex becomes your ally inside the dream, offering perspective and agency while the emotional brain continues processing. People who've experienced trauma often suffer from repetitive nightmares, dreams that replay the traumatic event or variations of it over and over. Research on post-traumatic stress disorder shows that these nightmares represent the brain's failed attempts at emotional processing. The memory carries such intensity that even in the calmer environment of REM sleep, the amygdala cannot fully process it. Each nightmare ends in waking terror, preventing completion of the emotional arc. The memory remains stuck, never fully integrated into the person's life narrative. Studies show that this nightmare cycle can persist for years or decades if untreated. The brain keeps trying to process the trauma, but without successful resolution. The pattern repeats. Traditional trauma therapy works to help process these memories consciously, but lucid dreaming offers an additional tool, allowing gradual exposure in a controllable dream space. Imagery, rehearsal therapy, or IRT, is a proven treatment for chronic nightmares, where patients consciously rewrite their nightmare while awake, imagining a new, less distressing ending. They rehearse this new version repeatedly during the day, training their brain to expect a different outcome. Research on imagery rehearsal therapy shows it helps reduce nightmare frequency in many people, with some studies reporting improvements between 50 and 70% when practiced consistently over several weeks. Combining IRT with lucid dream training appears even more effective. If you can become lucid during the nightmare itself, you can actively implement the new ending you've rehearsed, experiencing the changed outcome firsthand rather than just imagining it while awake. Research exploring this combined approach found that participants who achieved lucidity during recurring nightmares reported faster improvement and greater sense of mastery over their dreams than those using IRT alone. One advantage of processing emotions in dreams is safety. No matter what happens in a dream, you cannot be physically harmed. This creates what therapists call a safe container for exploring difficult feelings. In waking life, confronting fears directly can be dangerous or overwhelming. Facing your abuser, revisiting a traumatic location, or fully feeling suppressed rage carries real-world risks. In a lucid dream, you can approach these experiences gradually, with the knowledge that if it becomes too much, you'll simply wake up. Studies suggest this psychological safety allows deeper emotional work than might be possible in waking therapy alone. You can experiment with responses, practice assertiveness, express emotions you've learned to suppress, all within the protected space of your own sleeping mind. The dream becomes a laboratory for emotional growth. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter involved in mood regulation, drops to very low levels during REM sleep. This decrease helps trigger the bizarre, emotionally intense quality of dreams. Serotonin normally inhibits certain brain regions, keeping thoughts organized and logical. Without it during REM, associations become loose, emotions intensify, and strange connections form easily. This might seem counterproductive for healing, but research suggests the loosening of logical constraints allows creative problem-solving around emotional issues. Your dreaming mind can juxtapose memories, feelings, and symbols in ways waking logic would reject. Sometimes, solutions to emotional problems come not from thinking harder, but from thinking differently. The dream state's chemical environment supports this alternative processing style. When you become lucid, you bring awareness into this altered state, potentially accessing insights unavailable to your waking mind. During REM sleep and dreaming, your amygdala continues its vigilant watch. This explains why fear appears so often in dreams. Even in neutral scenarios, the amygdala interprets ambiguous dream situations as potentially dangerous. A hypervigilance that once helped early humans rehearse threat responses. When you become lucid during a fear dream, your reactivated prefrontal cortex can communicate with the amygdala, essentially signaling this is not a real threat. Studies show this awareness can reduce fear activation even while the frightening imagery continues. Consciousness calms the response. Some individuals experience lucid dreams frequently without any training, and neuroscience is beginning to understand why. Studies comparing frequent natural lucid dreamers with non-lucid dreamers have found subtle differences in brain structure. Frequent lucid dreamers tend to have slightly larger frontopolar cortex regions, the area involved in metacognition and self-reflection. They also show stronger connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and temporoparietal junction, a region involved in distinguishing self-perspective from external input. These structural differences might make it easier for them to maintain self-awareness during the state changes of sleep. Interestingly, People who practice mindfulness meditation regularly also show increased lucid dreaming frequency, suggesting that waking awareness practices might strengthen neural pathways that support consciousness during sleep. The brain's hardware and software both influence lucid dreaming capacity. Post-traumatic stress disorder involves, among other symptoms, recurring distressing dreams about the traumatic event. Traditional PTSD treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy and EMDR focus on waking memory processing, but sleep disturbances often persist. Recent clinical research exploring lucid dream training for veterans with PTSD-related nightmares has shown promising preliminary results. Participants learning lucid dreaming techniques reported reductions in nightmare frequency and intensity after several weeks of training. More importantly, they reported feeling less helpless and more empowered in daily life. The skill of recognizing and modifying dream content seemed to transfer to better emotional regulation while awake. Researchers hypothesize that practicing agency and control in the dream state might help rebuild the sense of personal power that trauma typically erodes. This approach continues to be studied as a potential complementary treatment. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with motivation, reward, and learning, plays an interesting role in both dreaming and lucid dreaming. During REM sleep, dopamine levels fluctuate, influencing dream vividness and emotional intensity. Studies suggest that slightly elevated dopamine may increase the likelihood of achieving lucidity. Some medications that affect dopamine transmission, such as certain antidepressants or Parkinson's medications, can influence dream recall and lucidity frequency. More intriguingly, the reward circuitry that dopamine activates appears involved in the positive feelings many people report after successful lucid dreams. Achieving lucidity feels rewarding, which reinforces the neural pathways supporting the behavior. This might explain why some people become passionate about lucid dreaming once they've experienced it. The brain literally rewards the skill, encouraging you to practice it again. One of REM sleep's primary functions appears to be consolidating emotional memories, deciding what to keep, what to discard, what to integrate into your ongoing life narrative. Studies show that people deprived of REM sleep struggle with emotional regulation the next day, becoming more reactive, more anxious, more easily overwhelmed. REM sleep allows the brain to replay emotional experiences without the full biochemical stress response, gradually reducing the emotional intensity while preserving the factual content. This process happens automatically every night. When you become lucid during this consolidation process, you're essentially participating consciously in your own memory editing. Research suggests this conscious participation might allow more efficient processing. Instead of your brain randomly replaying emotional content, you can deliberately choose which memories to explore, potentially accelerating the natural healing process that sleep provides. Cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, drops to low levels during most of the night, reaching its minimum during REM sleep in the early morning hours. This decrease creates a neurochemical environment where emotional memories can be accessed without triggering the full stress response. Psychiatrist Matthew Walker's research shows that this low cortisol REM state allows the brain to process emotional experiences in what he calls a neurochemically safe environment. You can revisit difficult feelings without your body flooding with stress hormones. When lucid dreaming occurs in this low cortisol state, you gain awareness and agency while maintaining the emotional safety that the neurochemistry provides. It's an ideal combination for therapeutic work. Conscious enough to direct attention. Relaxed enough to avoid re-traumatization. The chemistry supports healing. Dreams often represent emotional issues symbolically rather than literally. Your argument with a friend might appear as a battle with a stranger. Your fear of failure might manifest as falling or being chased. This symbolic language isn't random. Research suggests the dreaming brain uses metaphors to create emotional distance from overwhelming content, making it safer to process. In regular dreams, you might not recognize these symbols for what they represent. In lucid dreams, the combination of immersion and awareness sometimes allows you to understand the symbolism while still in the dream. Lucid dreamers report moments of sudden insight, recognizing that the monster represents their anxiety or the locked door symbolizes feeling trapped in a situation. This real-time interpretation might allow more effective processing than either pure dreaming or pure waking analysis alone. These observations reveal that dream science is experiencing a renaissance. For decades, dreams were considered either meaningless neurological noise or purely symbolic puzzles requiring interpretation. Modern neuroscience shows dreams are functional, serving crucial roles in memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and threat simulation. Lucid dreaming research, specifically, has grown dramatically since 2000, with sleep laboratories worldwide developing training protocols, measuring physiological changes, and exploring clinical applications. Studies now examine lucid dreaming for treating nightmares, processing grief, reducing anxiety, even enhancing creativity and problem-solving. The field has moved from whether lucid dreams can facilitate healing to understanding how they do so and for whom they work best. Your sleeping mind, far from being unconscious and passive, is revealed as an active, sophisticated system capable of working on your behalf, especially when you learn to participate consciously. Let's pause here and notice your body. As you breathe out slowly, appreciate each tiny cell inside. Trillions of organisms working in silence. Heart beating, lungs breathing, brain thinking, all without your command. Notice the gentle sensations on your skin, in your muscles, along your spine. You are a complete ecosystem, diverse, self-balancing. Now we continue. The first step toward lucid dreaming is learning to recognize when you're dreaming. Dream signs are recurring oddities that appear in your dreams, clues that reality has shifted. Common dream signs include impossible physics, like flying or breathing underwater, text that changes when you look away, light switches that don't work, or familiar people behaving strangely. Keeping a dream journal helps identify your personal dream signs. Studies show that people who regularly record their dreams notice patterns within 2 to 3 weeks. Once you know your common dream signs, you can train yourself to recognize them during sleep. Reality testing during the day. Habitually questioning whether you're awake or dreaming builds the mental habit that eventually transfers into dreams. The skill is learnable. One of the most effective methods for inducing lucid dreams is MILD, mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, developed by Stephen LaBerge. The technique involves setting an intention before sleep. As you lie in bed, you repeat a phrase like, "Next time I'm dreaming, I'll remember I'm dreaming." You visualize yourself in a recent dream, but this time recognizing it as a dream. Research testing the mild technique shows varying success rates, with some studies reporting that nearly half of trained participants can achieve lucidity within a week of consistent practice. The key is the combination of intention setting, memory rehearsal, and visualization. You're programming your sleeping mind with a goal and a method to achieve it. Many lucid dreamers use the WBTB technique. Wake back to bed. You sleep for about 5 hours. Wake up briefly for 20 to 60 minutes, then return to sleep. This method works because REM periods lengthen as the night progresses, and you're more likely to enter REM quickly after the brief waking. Additionally, the partial wakefulness primes your brain for metacognition. Studies show WBTB combined with mild increases lucid dreaming success rates significantly. The challenge is motivation. Waking intentionally in the night requires discipline. But for people seeking therapeutic benefit from lucid dreams, particularly those working with recurring nightmares, the temporary sleep disruption is often worthwhile for the potential emotional breakthrough. Reality testing means regularly checking whether you're dreaming throughout the day. Common tests include reading text twice to see if it changes, pushing a finger through your palm, checking a clock multiple times, or trying to breathe with your nose pinched. In dreams, text shifts. Solid objects become permeable. Time behaves strangely. And dream logic allows impossible things like breathing through a pinched nose. By habituating these checks while awake, you build a mental routine that eventually occurs during dreams. When the reality test fails in a dream, yielding impossible results, you realize you're asleep. Studies show that people who perform 10 to 20 reality checks daily often achieve their first lucid dream within 2 to 4 weeks of starting practice. You can't work with dreams if you don't remember them. Dream recall is the foundation of lucid dreaming practice. Most people dream 4 to 6 times per night during REM periods, but forget most dreams upon waking. Improving recall requires intention. Keep a journal beside your bed. Upon waking, lie still for a moment before moving, as physical movement seems to disrupt dream memory. Immediately write or record anything you remember, even fragments. Studies show that dream recall improves dramatically within 2 weeks of consistent journaling. As you remember more dreams, you become more familiar with your personal dream patterns, making lucidity more achievable. Memory strengthens memory. Each recalled dream makes the next one easier to remember. Interestingly, emotionally intense dreams are more likely to trigger spontaneous lucidity. Research analyzing lucid dream reports finds that fear, grief, or confusion in a dream can sometimes act as a catalyst for awareness. The emotional intensity gently awakens part of the prefrontal cortex into increased activity, enough to think, wait, this is strange. This is why many first-time lucid dreams occur during nightmares. The fear becomes so strong that consciousness breaks through. For therapeutic purposes, this is encouraging. The very dreams that need healing attention, the emotionally charged ones, may be the ones where lucidity is most accessible. Your brain naturally becomes more alert when emotional stakes feel high, creating opportunities for conscious intervention at precisely the moments when such intervention could be most beneficial. One challenge with lucid dreaming is stability. Often, the excitement of realizing you're dreaming causes immediate waking. Your conscious mind surges too strongly, pulling you out of REM sleep. experienced lucid dreamers learn stabilization techniques. Common methods include rubbing your hands together in the dream to maintain sensory engagement, spinning your dream body to reset the dream environment, or looking at the ground and focusing on details. These actions seem to occupy just enough attention to maintain the dream state without increasing arousal to the waking threshold. Studies show that stability improves with practice. First, lucid dreams often last only seconds. With experience, some people maintain lucidity for 20 minutes or longer within a single REM period. An interesting question arises in lucid dreaming communities about the ethics of controlling dream content. Some practitioners believe dreams should be observed but not manipulated, allowing the unconscious mind to express itself freely. Others argue that active participation and change are valid, especially for therapeutic purposes. Research doesn't suggest right or wrong approaches, but studies do show different outcomes. Passive lucid dreaming, simply watching dreams with awareness, seems to enhance insight and understanding. Active lucid dreaming, deliberately changing content, appears more effective for reducing nightmare distress and practicing specific behaviors. Perhaps both approaches have value, depending on your goals. Sometimes observation heals. Sometimes action heals. The dreaming mind is flexible enough to work with either intention. Recent technological developments have explored using neurofeedback to facilitate lucid dreaming. Devices detect when the wearer enters REM sleep, then deliver subtle cues like gentle sounds or lights, designed to penetrate the dream without causing full waking. The dreamer, trained to recognize these cues as dream signals, achieves lucidity. Studies of these REM detection devices show mixed results. Some users report significantly increased lucid dream frequency. Others find the interventions too disruptive or difficult to integrate into dream narratives. Recent years have seen development of wearable devices designed to detect REM sleep and provide gentle cues, though effectiveness varies considerably between individuals. As technology advances, newer devices use gentler stimulation and better REM detection algorithms. Children experience lucid dreams more frequently than adults, though they may not describe them using that terminology. Developmental research suggests that children between ages 7 and 12 have particularly high rates of spontaneous lucidity. This might relate to brain development during these years when metacognitive abilities are rapidly expanding. Interestingly, children often use lucid dreaming instinctively to cope with nightmares, naturally discovering that they can change scary dreams. Some developmental psychologists suggest that this capacity fades in many adults, not because the ability is lost, but because it's forgotten or dismissed as imagination. Teaching lucid dreaming to children experiencing frequent nightmares shows promising results in small studies, offering them a sense of control over their inner worlds. This evidence suggests that emotional healing through lucid dreams involves pattern recognition at multiple levels. First, you recognize patterns in your dreams that signal you're dreaming. Then you recognize patterns in your emotional responses that need attention. Finally, you recognize patterns in how changing dream behavior changes emotional states. Studies tracking nightmare sufferers learning lucid dreaming document a progression. Initially, they achieve brief moments of lucidity. Next, they manage to stay lucid long enough to experiment with responses. Eventually, they develop preferred strategies for handling dream threats that consistently reduce distress. The pattern recognition becomes automatic. transforming nightmares into opportunities for practicing empowerment. This multi-layered learning appears to be how therapeutic change occurs. Not from a single breakthrough, but from gradually recognizing and shifting habitual patterns. People experiencing grief sometimes use lucid dreams to continue relationships with deceased loved ones. In regular dreams, encountering a dead person can be confusing or distressing, especially upon waking and remembering they're gone. In lucid dreams, you can consciously choose to engage with the dream representation of the person, saying things left unsaid, asking questions, expressing love or receiving comfort, while knowing it's a dream construction. Research on complicated grief suggests these lucid dream encounters can facilitate acceptance and closure for some individuals. The dreamer isn't confused about reality but chooses to interact meaningfully with their mind's representation of the loved one. For some, this provides a safe space to work through unfinished emotional business that waking life no longer allows. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that surges during REM sleep, contributing to the vividness and memorability of dreams. It's involved in attention, learning, and memory formation. The high acetylcholine levels during REM may partially explain why emotionally significant dreams feel so impactful and are more easily remembered. While acetylcholine plays a role in dream vividness, any consideration of supplements should only happen after thorough consultation with a healthcare provider, as these affect brain chemistry and can interact with medications or medical conditions. The natural methods of reality testing, intention setting, and sleep hygiene carry no such risks. The natural acetylcholine surge during REM creates optimal conditions for memory work. Combined with lucid awareness, this neurochemical state might offer the best possible environment for consciously processing and integrating emotional memories that need attention. Many indigenous cultures have long traditions of using dreams for healing, predating modern neuroscience by centuries. Tibetan Buddhist dream yoga practices conscious dreaming for spiritual development. Australian Aboriginal Dreamtime concepts recognize dreams as meaningful realities. Native American traditions often include dream interpretation and vision quests. While these cultural practices frame dreaming in spiritual or mystical terms rather than neuroscientific ones, the underlying recognition is similar. Dreams are not meaningless. They can be influenced consciously, and they hold potential for transformation and healing. Modern lucid dreaming research increasingly acknowledges these traditional practices, finding that many ancient techniques, when tested empirically, do facilitate lucidity and appear therapeutically beneficial. Different frameworks, similar wisdom about the mind's nighttime capacities. This evidence shows that lucid dreaming works best not in isolation but integrated with waking therapeutic practices. Psychologists incorporating dream work into cognitive behavioral therapy, or EMDR, often add lucid dream training as a complementary tool. Patients work on emotional issues during therapy sessions, then continue that work in lucid dreams, then discuss dream experiences in subsequent therapy. This creates a feedback loop between conscious and unconscious processing. Research on this integrated approach shows enhanced outcomes compared to therapy alone. The lucid dreams provide additional insight and emotional release, while the therapy provides structure and guidance for interpreting and applying dream experiences. Waking and sleeping minds, working together intentionally, appear more powerful than either working alone. Healing becomes a 24-hour process. You're still here with me. thoughts still flickering like candlelight. Just notice. Don't judge. Just notice where your mind is. We're exploring consciousness itself, the very thing doing the exploring right now. Strange, beautiful, and perfectly calm. Let's drift onward together. Lucid dreams create a safe space for emotional rehearsal, practicing responses you wish you'd had or might need in the future. Psychologists call this behavioral rehearsal, mentally practicing an action to improve actual performance. Athletes use visualization to enhance physical skills. Lucid dreamers can use the immersive quality of dreams to practice emotional skills like assertiveness, boundary setting, or facing fears. Studies show that practicing behaviors in lucid dreams activates similar neural pathways as practicing them while awake. If you rehearse confronting someone who hurt you in a lucid dream, your brain partially processes that as real practice. The emotional and motor systems don't distinguish sharply between vividly imagined experiences and actual ones, especially in the already immersive environment of dreams. Many lucid dreamers report experiencing greater courage in dreams than in waking life, freed from real-world consequences. They find themselves more willing to take emotional risks. Research suggests this dream courage can gradually transfer to waking behavior. Someone who practices speaking their truth to a dream representation of an intimidating person may find it easier to be assertive with the actual person later. The dream provides a low-stakes rehearsal space. Interestingly, the courage practiced in dreams doesn't feel trivial or fake to the brain. The emotional systems register the experience as genuine. You felt fear and acted despite it. That neurological pattern, once established, becomes available in waking life when similar situations arise. Some people use lucid dreams to practice forgiveness, either forgiving others or themselves. In the dream space, you can create encounters with people you've struggled to forgive, expressing hurt, hearing apologies you never received, or offering forgiveness you haven't been able to give. While this is imagined rather than real interaction, research on forgiveness suggests that the internal process matters more than external validation. Forgiveness is ultimately about releasing your own emotional burden, not about the other person's response. Lucid dreams provide a controlled environment to work through this internal process. You can experiment with forgiveness at your own pace, retreat if it feels overwhelming, and return when ready, gradually reducing the emotional charge around old wounds. Certain emotions, especially those we've learned to suppress or deny while awake, often emerge in dreams. Your waking mind maintains defenses, keeping uncomfortable feelings buried. Sleep reduces these psychological defenses. The prefrontal cortex's decreased activity during REM means less emotional suppression. Anger you've never allowed yourself to feel. Grief you've postponed. Fears you've minimized. All can surface in dreams. Becoming lucid during these emotional dreams offers a unique opportunity. You're experiencing the suppressed emotion fully, but with enough awareness to observe and process it rather than being overwhelmed. Therapists describe this as having one foot in the experience, one foot out, maintaining emotional engagement while retaining perspective. This balance is difficult to achieve in waking therapy, but occurs more naturally in lucid dreams. Memory reconsolidation is a process where recalling a memory makes it temporarily unstable and open to modification before it's stored again. This window of opportunity lasts several hours after the memory is activated. Scientists hypothesize that lucid dreams might naturally work with this reconsolidation process. When you revisit a difficult memory in a lucid dream and experience it differently, with safety instead of helplessness, control instead of chaos, you may be influencing how that memory gets restored. Research on memory reconsolidation suggests that emotional memories are particularly malleable during this window. The combination of memory activation during sleep and new emotional learning during lucidity might create ideal conditions for updating difficult memories with less distressing associations. The architecture of a normal night's sleep follows predictable patterns. Deep non-REM sleep dominates the first half of the night, supporting physical restoration and declarative memory consolidation. REM sleep periods lengthen in the second half, particularly in the early morning hours, supporting emotional processing and procedural memory. This means lucid dreams, which occur during REM, are more likely and longer lasting in morning sleep. For therapeutic work, this timing has implications. Lucid dreams that occur during longer REM periods provide more time for emotional processing. Some researchers suggest that the morning REM periods, when cortisol is beginning to rise but REM continues, might offer an optimal neurochemical balance for therapeutic lucid dreaming, providing activation alongside emotional processing. One intriguing lucid dream practice involves looking into mirrors. Dream mirrors often don't show accurate reflections. Instead, you might see distorted versions of yourself, younger or older selves, or even completely different people. Some psychologists working with lucid dreamers suggest that dream mirrors can reveal how you unconsciously perceive yourself. Looking into a dream mirror while lucid and asking, "What do I need to see?" sometimes produces surprisingly meaningful imagery. Studies are limited, but anecdotal reports suggest these mirror encounters can surface self-perception issues, body image concerns, or hidden aspects of identity. The dream mirror becomes a tool for self-exploration, revealing what your unconscious mind holds about your self-concept, available for conscious reflection and potential healing. An important aspect of therapeutic lucid dreaming involves learning about personal boundaries. In regular dreams, things happen to you without consent. Dream figures appear. Scenarios unfold. You're passive. In lucid dreams, you can practice setting boundaries, saying no, protecting your space. This might seem symbolic, just dream figures after all. But boundary setting is a skill that strengthens with practice, even when practiced imaginatively. Studies on assertiveness training show that mental rehearsal improves real behavior. Lucid dreamers who practice saying no to threatening dream figures, establishing safety, or asking intrusive dream characters to leave often report increased ability to set boundaries in waking relationships. The emotional skill transfers. Your mind learns that boundaries are possible and valuable. Who or what are dream figures? The characters that populate your dreams. In one sense, they're all constructions of your own mind, aspects of yourself projected outward. In lucid dreams, asking dream figures questions can yield surprising insights. Some lucid dreamers report conversations with dream characters that reveal information their conscious mind hadn't recognized. Research suggests these interactions might represent communication between conscious and unconscious aspects of your psyche. The dream figure isn't truly separate, but represents knowledge or perspectives you hold without conscious awareness. Approaching dream figures with curiosity rather than fear, especially in lucid dreams, can facilitate integration, bringing unconscious material into consciousness where it can be examined, understood, and perhaps resolved. The conversation is ultimately with yourself. Halfway through our journey, the answer is emerging. Lucid dreams help you heal emotionally because they offer conscious access to the brain's natural emotional processing system. Sleep already works to integrate experiences and regulate feelings. Lucid dreaming lets you participate in that process intentionally, directing attention to specific emotional content, practicing new responses, and experiencing agency in situations where you previously felt powerless. The healing isn't magic or mystical. It's neurological, taking advantage of the unique brain state during REM sleep, where emotional content is accessible. Stress hormones are low, and cognitive awareness can be partially maintained. You're working with your brain's existing healing mechanisms, enhancing them through conscious participation, guiding the natural process toward the wounds that need attention most. And imagine, even when everything seems empty, space is always full of waves, vibrations, invisible energy. The space inside and around you is never truly empty. Imagine you're floating on a calm lake, but beneath the surface, there's always gentle current. Now we continue the journey. From an evolutionary perspective, the capacity for lucid dreaming might have provided survival advantages. The ability to recognize dreams as dreams could prevent waking panic from nightmares, allowing better rest. Practicing responses to threats in dreams, especially when you know they're dreams and can experiment safely, might have prepared early humans for real dangers. The emotional regulation benefits, processing fears and conflicts during sleep, would support better decision-making while awake. Modern humans inherit a brain shaped by evolutionary pressures. The fact that lucid dreaming is possible, that consciousness can persist through sleep's transitions, suggests the capacity served some function. Perhaps we're only beginning to understand its full therapeutic potential. The default mode network is a system of brain regions active during rest and self-reflection. During normal waking, it activates when you're not focused on external tasks, supporting daydreaming, memory, and self-referential thinking. Studies show the default mode network behaves unusually during lucid REM sleep, showing patterns different from both regular dreams and normal waking. This unique activation pattern might explain lucid dreams' therapeutic potential. The combination of self-reflection, reduced conscious inhibition, and access to emotional memory creates conditions unlike either pure waking or pure sleeping states. You're in a third state, one that might allow forms of self-understanding unavailable elsewhere. A hybrid consciousness with unique properties. Being chased is among the most common dream themes, often representing avoidance of something in waking life. In regular chase dreams, you run. The pursuer gains. Terror builds. In lucid chase dreams, you can stop running, turn around, confront what's chasing you. Studies of lucid dreamers who've done this report remarkable experiences. The pursuer often transforms, shrinks, or becomes less threatening when faced directly. Sometimes it reveals itself as something unexpected, fear itself, or an ignored emotion. The dream metaphor becomes clear. What you run from follows. What you face often resolves. The lucid dream provides visceral experience of this psychological truth. Anxiety dreams often involve test-taking, being unprepared, public embarrassment, or losing control. These dreams reflect waking worries but amplified through dream logic. Lucid dreamers trained in reality testing sometimes realize they're dreaming specifically during anxiety dreams because something feels wrong. The test questions make no sense. The classroom is wrong. You're naked and nobody notices. These inconsistencies trigger lucidity. Once aware, you can choose to change the dream. But interestingly, many lucid dreamers report that simply recognizing it's a dream dissipates the anxiety without needing to change anything. Awareness itself provides relief. The problem exists only in the dream. Jungian psychology describes the shadow, the parts of yourself you reject or deny, unacceptable impulses, suppressed traits, disowned aspects. Dreams often personify the shadow as threatening figures. In lucid dreams, approaching these shadow figures with curiosity rather than fear can facilitate integration. Research on depth psychology and dreaming suggests that accepting the shadow, acknowledging disowned parts of self, reduces internal conflict and paradoxically makes you more psychologically whole. Lucid dreams offer opportunities to engage shadow material consciously. The threatening dream figure might represent your own suppressed anger, sexuality, ambition, or vulnerability. Recognizing and accepting these aspects in dreams can support self-acceptance while awake. Lucid dreams aren't just for emotional healing. Many people use them for creative problem-solving. The dream state's loose associations and reduced logical constraints support creative thinking. Lucidity adds the ability to direct attention to specific problems. Studies document artists, writers, and scientists who've used lucid dreams to work through creative blocks or explore innovative ideas. The chemist Auguste Kekule famously dreamed the structure of benzene. While emotional healing and creativity seem different, they might share underlying processes. Both involve exploring alternatives, making unexpected connections, and synthesizing disparate elements into new understanding. The sleeping brain, when given conscious intention, becomes a remarkably flexible problem-solving tool. Flying is one of the most ecstatic dream experiences and relatively common in lucid dreams. Many lucid dreamers deliberately practice flying. Beyond the simple joy, flying dreams might serve psychological functions. Flying represents freedom, escape from constraints, transcendence of limitations. For people feeling trapped in waking life by circumstances, relationships, or their own fears, dream flying provides visceral experience of freedom. Studies suggest these experiences aren't merely escapist but can influence waking attitudes. Experiencing freedom in dreams, even knowing it's imagined, reminds your brain that freedom is a possibility. The feeling lingers, potentially supporting motivation for real-world change. Some lucid dreamers report shared dreams, experiencing the same dream scenario as another person. While impossible to verify objectively, these reports raise interesting questions about consciousness and connection. Scientifically, shared dreams likely represent coincidence or the similarities in human dream content. We all dream about common themes: flying, falling, being chased, using similar symbolic language. When two people discuss dreams and find overlap, it feels significant. Whether truly shared or coincidentally similar, the experience of connection matters. feeling less alone in the dream world, as in waking life, provides comfort. Human minds seeking connection, even in sleep, find meaning in these apparent synchronicities. One therapeutic approach to lucid dreaming views all dream characters as aspects of your own psyche. The threatening figure represents your fear. The wise guide represents your intuition. The abandoned child represents your vulnerability. In lucid dreams, dialoguing with these characters means conversing with different parts of yourself. Gestalt therapy uses this approach with waking dream analysis. Lucid dreaming allows it in real time. Asking a dream character, "What do you need from me?" or "What are you trying to tell me?" can yield surprisingly coherent answers. Your unconscious mind, given the opportunity, often wants to communicate clearly. Lucidity opens a channel for that communication. We now understand that psychological integration, bringing disparate parts of experience into a coherent whole, is central to emotional health. Trauma fragments experience, splitting off painful memories, creating disconnection. Healing requires integration, reconnecting fragmented pieces. Lucid dreams support this process by allowing conscious exploration of unconscious material in an immersive, emotional context. You're not just thinking about the trauma, you're experiencing related emotions in a safe container while maintaining perspective. This combination, emotional engagement plus metacognitive awareness, appears optimal for integration. Research on trauma therapy emphasizes creating this balance. Lucid dreams might naturally provide it, consciousness dipping into unconscious material without drowning in it. People who practice lucid dreaming regularly over years report cumulative benefits beyond individual therapeutic dreams. They describe increased self-awareness generally, better emotional regulation, reduced anxiety, enhanced creativity, and improved problem-solving. Studies tracking long-term lucid dreamers are limited, but available data suggests consistent practice may train metacognitive abilities that persist while awake. You become more aware of your own mental states, more able to step back from automatic reactions, more skilled at questioning assumptions. These are valuable psychological skills. Lucid dreaming might function as a form of nightly mindfulness practice, strengthening awareness muscles through regular use. Lucid dreaming isn't universally beneficial. Some people notice it affects their sleep continuity, making rest less smooth. Others become overly focused on achieving lucidity, creating performance anxiety around sleep. For individuals with certain mental health conditions like psychosis or severe dissociation, deliberately blurring boundaries between dreaming and waking might be contraindicated. Research emphasizes that lucid dreaming should be one tool among many, not a replacement for professional treatment when needed. It works best for people with stable mental health, seeking additional self-development, or for specific issues like chronic nightmares. Understanding limitations is important. Not every technique suits everyone. Self-awareness includes knowing what doesn't help you. Online communities dedicated to lucid dreaming have grown substantially, offering forums where practitioners share experiences, techniques, and support. These communities serve important functions, normalizing experiences that might otherwise seem strange, providing motivation and accountability for practice, and crowdsourcing solutions to common challenges. Research on online health communities shows that peer support enhances outcomes, Feeling understood and less alone supports persistence. However, communities can also spread misinformation or create competitive pressure. Critical thinking remains important. Scientific studies provide grounding. The community offers encouragement and shared experience. Both have value when balanced with discernment and connection to evidence-based information. Some people experiment with supplements or medications to enhance lucid dreaming, including galantamine, choline, or vitamin B6. Research on these is mixed and limited. Some studies show modest increases in dream vividness or recall. Effects on lucidity specifically are less clear. Medical professionals emphasize caution. Supplements affect brain chemistry and can interact with medications or medical conditions. The natural approach, reality testing, intention setting, and sleep hygiene carries no pharmacological risks. If someone chooses to explore supplementation, consultation with a healthcare provider is essential. Shortcuts that bypass neural training might miss lucid dreaming's deeper benefits. The gradual development of metacognitive capacity. Sleep paralysis occurs when REM atonia persists into waking, leaving you temporarily unable to move. It can be frightening, often accompanied by hallucinations of presence or pressure. Understanding the neuroscience helps. Your body is still in dream mode, paralyzed for safety, while your mind has awakened. Some lucid dreamers deliberately use sleep paralysis as an entry point into lucid dreams, remaining calm during paralysis and allowing themselves to slip back into REM while maintaining awareness. This requires practice and comfort with the sensation. For those who experience sleep paralysis distressingly, understanding it as a benign neurological event rather than something supernatural reduces fear significantly. Mindfulness meditation practice correlates strongly with lucid dreaming frequency. Studies show that people who meditate regularly are significantly more likely to experience lucid dreams. Both practices involve metacognition, observing your own mental states without immediate reaction. Mindfulness strengthens the neural pathways supporting self-observation. This capacity, developed while awake, appears to transfer to sleep. Meditators have practiced noticing thoughts, recognizing them as thoughts rather than reality. This skill translates directly to recognizing dreams as dreams. The relationship suggests a deeper connection between waking and sleeping consciousness than traditionally assumed. Training awareness in one state affects the other. The mind is more unified across states than it appears. Exposure therapy, gradually facing feared situations until anxiety diminishes, is an established treatment for phobias. Lucid dreams offer a unique venue for this exposure. Someone with a fear of heights can practice being in high places in lucid dreams, experiencing the fear while knowing they're safe in bed. Research on virtual reality exposure therapy shows that simulated exposure can be as effective as real exposure for some phobias. Lucid dreams might function similarly, providing realistic exposure in a completely safe environment. Small studies have shown promising results for specific phobias treated through lucid dream exposure, though more research is needed to establish efficacy definitively. An interesting paradox in lucid dreaming involves balancing control and surrender. Too much control fragments the dream or causes waking. Too little and you lose lucidity. Slipping back into regular dreaming, the sweet spot seems to be gentle guidance rather than forced control. This mirrors psychological health more broadly. Trying to control everything creates rigidity and anxiety. Surrendering completely to circumstances feels helpless. Healthy functioning involves discerning what you can influence and accepting what you cannot. Lucid dreaming provides nightly practice in this balance. You learn to guide without grasping, to participate without dominating, to be present without forcing. These skills serve waking life well. Attachment theory describes patterns formed in early relationships that influence adult connections. Research shows attachment patterns appear in dreams. People with anxious attachment dream more about abandonment and rejection. Avoidant attachment correlates with dreams of distance and isolation. Secure attachment shows in dreams with supportive relationships and successful navigation of challenges. Lucid dreams offer opportunities to work with these patterns. You can practice secure relating with dream figures, imagine supportive responses, or explore fears of abandonment consciously. While this doesn't replace therapy for attachment issues, it might complement therapeutic work, providing experiential learning that reinforces new patterns, gradually replacing old ones. Psychology describes the narrative self, the ongoing story you tell about who you are. This narrative shapes identity and influences behavior. Traumatic experiences disrupt the narrative, creating gaps or conflicts in the story. Healing involves reintegrating difficult experiences into a coherent narrative. Dreams naturally work with narrative and story. Lucid dreams allow conscious participation in narrative construction. You can revisit painful chapters from new perspectives, imagine alternative endings, or place traumatic events in broader context. The dream work doesn't change what happened, but can change what it means, how it fits into your life story. Meaning is where healing often begins. Many people struggle with harsh inner critics, internalized voices of judgment and shame. In dreams, these critics often appear as threatening or condemning figures. Lucid dreamers report transformative experiences confronting these dream critics, asking them questions. Why are you here? What do you need? What are you protecting me from? Sometimes reveals that the critic, however harsh, believes it's helping, trying to protect you from failure or rejection. This realization can soften the relationship with your inner critic while awake. Understanding that even self-attacking thoughts arise from a protective impulse, however misguided, creates space for self-compassion. The lucid dream allows this understanding experientially, not just intellectually. Emotional healing isn't linear. You don't process a trauma once and finish. Instead, healing spirals, returning to old wounds at deeper levels as you're ready. Lucid dreams might reflect this cyclical process. You might work with an issue in a lucid dream, feel resolved, then dream about it again months later from a different angle. This isn't regression but deepening. Each pass through the cycle integrates another layer. Understanding this prevents discouragement when old issues resurface. The spiral is natural, each loop covering the same territory but at a different altitude. Gradually, the wound's emotional power diminishes, not through single catharsis but through patient, repeated processing. Research increasingly shows that emotional trauma stores in the body as much as in the mind. Chronic tension, pain, or illness can have emotional roots. Dreams sometimes represent emotional content through physical sensations. A weight on your chest might represent grief. Paralysis might symbolize helplessness. In lucid dreams, attending to these physical sensations and exploring their emotional meanings can facilitate release. Some somatic therapies work with body awareness to access and process trauma. Lucid dreams naturally combine physical sensation with emotional content in an immersive environment. Asking your dream body, "What are you holding?" or "What do you need to release?" can surface important emotional material seeking expression. Lucid dreaming isn't only for processing pain. It can also enhance positive experiences and cultivate beneficial emotional states like gratitude, joy, and connection. Some practitioners use lucid dreams to create experiences of beauty, love, or accomplishment, not as escape but as emotional nourishment. Studies on positive psychology show that regularly experiencing positive emotions builds psychological resilience. Lucid dreams can be a source of these experiences, flying joyfully, creating beautiful landscapes, embracing loved ones, experiencing profound peace. All register emotionally as genuine positive experiences. The brain doesn't distinguish sharply between real and vividly imagined positive experiences. Both contribute to emotional well-being. Lucid dreams have taught us that consciousness during sleep is not absence, but different presence. Your sleeping mind isn't unconscious, but differently conscious, processing, organizing, and potentially healing. The ability to maintain awareness through sleep state changes reveals something profound about consciousness itself. It's more flexible, more accessible, more trainable than previously thought. This understanding reshapes how we view emotional healing. You're not passive, waiting for time to heal wounds. You're an active participant. Even while sleeping, your brain has sophisticated systems for emotional regulation and memory processing. Lucid dreaming simply allows conscious cooperation with these systems, enhancing what your mind already knows how to do. Almost done. Relax even deeper. Did you know? Most matter, from a grain of sand to a star, is empty space. Atoms are mostly empty space between nucleus and electrons. Even your body is more space than matter. So let go. Let all pressure, all worry dissolve, like dust particles floating, drifting in the immense universe. We'll continue with the final facts. Your brain chose nighttime for its most delicate emotional work. Darkness offers safety. Quiet offers space. Sleep offers chemistry that makes processing bearable. During the day, demands compete for attention. At night, nothing interrupts the inner work. Lucid dreams extend this natural healing process, adding consciousness to the equation. You become partner to your brain's wisdom rather than passenger. The collaboration between waking awareness and sleeping processing creates something neither could achieve alone. Healing happens at night because night provides what healing needs: safety, quiet, neurochemical support, and now, with lucidity, conscious participation. People who successfully work through emotional issues in lucid dreams often describe profound release. Tension they've carried for years suddenly lifts. Anger they've suppressed finally expresses and dissipates. Grief they've avoided finally flows and completes. This isn't magic, but completion of interrupted processes. Your emotional systems want resolution. When given safe space to finish the story, to feel the feeling fully, to respond how they needed to at the time, the emotional charge can discharge. The lucid dream provides that space. You're safe enough to feel, aware enough to process, supported enough to release. Trauma creates disconnection. from yourself, your body, your emotions, your intuition. Healing restores connection. Lucid dreams facilitate this reconnection by bringing conscious awareness into direct contact with unconscious material. You meet yourself in the dream space. Parts you've disowned, feelings you've suppressed, needs you've ignored. The encounter might be uncomfortable initially, but it's essential. You cannot heal what remains hidden. Lucidity illuminates the inner landscape, revealing what's there. Simply seeing creates possibility for change. Awareness precedes integration. Connection precedes wholeness. Perhaps the deepest healing requires not clever techniques but simple courage to feel what you've avoided. Lucid dreams support this courage by providing safety. You're in bed. Nothing threatens you physically. The dream will end if it becomes too much. You maintain some control. These reassurances allow you to approach difficult emotions you've fled from while awake. The feelings themselves, fully felt in safety, often transform. Anger becomes boundary. Grief becomes love. Fear becomes awareness. The emotion isn't the enemy. The avoidance keeps the discomfort present. Lucid dreams help you turn toward what hurts. Healing requires trust. Trusting that facing pain won't destroy you. Trusting your capacity to survive difficult feelings. Trusting the process itself. Lucid dreams teach trust experientially. Each time you face a nightmare and discover you're okay, trust grows. Each time you feel difficult emotions in a dream and wake intact, trust deepens. You accumulate evidence that you're more resilient than you believed, that feelings can be survived, that your system has wisdom you can rely on. Trust isn't granted, but earned through repeated experiences of safety, despite vulnerability. Self-compassion, treating yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend, appears consistently in healing research as essential. Lucid dreams provide opportunities to practice this. Meeting a dream representation of your younger, hurt self and offering comfort teaches your brain a new response pattern. Your internal voice, often harsh and critical, can learn gentleness. Studies show self-compassion reduces depression, anxiety, and shame while increasing resilience and well-being. Lucid dreams make this practice visceral rather than intellectual. You experience giving and receiving compassion, rehearsing the emotional pattern until it becomes more automatic, accessible even while awake. Jung emphasized accepting the shadow, the disowned parts of yourself, as crucial for psychological wholeness. Lucid dreams facilitate this acceptance by presenting shadow material in symbolic form you can interact with consciously. The threatening figure might represent suppressed rage. The despised character might reflect self-hatred. Approaching these figures with curiosity rather than rejection, asking what they need, recognizing them as parts of yourself, supports integration. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection but completeness. Accepting all aspects of yourself. Lucid dreams create encounters with rejected parts, offering chances to welcome them home. Lucid dreams exist at the intersection of conscious and unconscious, waking and sleeping, logic and imagination. This liminal space has unique properties, offering access to both rational thinking and emotional depth simultaneously. Healing often requires this combination, thinking clearly about feelings, feeling deeply about thoughts. Waking life tends toward one or the other. Dreams immerse you in feeling but lose logic. Waking analysis provides logic but distances feeling. Lucid dreams bridge both. You think and feel at once, achieving integration that either state alone struggles to provide. Humans need meaning, coherent narratives explaining experience. Trauma disrupts meaning, creating events that don't fit, that don't make sense, that threaten your understanding of how the world works. Healing involves finding or creating meaning from meaningless suffering. Lucid dreams support meaning-making through symbolic processing. The unconscious speaks in symbols, metaphors, stories. Becoming lucid while your mind creates these symbols allows conscious participation in meaning-making. You don't force meaning, but discover it emerging from the dream itself, from deeper than conscious thought. This discovered meaning often feels more true than intellectually constructed explanations. Healing isn't always dramatic. Often, it's quiet, gradual, almost imperceptible until you realize one day that the thing that haunted you no longer does, that the nightmare hasn't occurred in months, that the emotion doesn't overwhelm you anymore. Lucid dreams contribute to this quiet transformation through accumulation. Each dream working through difficult material, each practiced response, each moment of agency or compassion adds to the total. Small changes compound. You don't suddenly heal. You discover gradually that healing has been happening, cell by cell, dream by dream, night by night. So could lucid dreams help you heal emotionally? The evidence says yes. Not through single miraculous breakthrough, but through patient engagement with your own unconscious processing. The change happens gradually. Fear memories become less charged. Nightmares reduce in frequency and intensity. Emotional regulation improves. Self-compassion increases. Agency strengthens. These changes aren't separate from the lucid dreaming practice, but emerge from it naturally. Your brain, given tools and opportunities, knows how to heal itself. Lucid dreams simply provide better tools and more opportunities. The healing capacity was always there, waiting for conscious cooperation. What's remarkable is that this capacity exists in most humans. You don't need special abilities or extensive training. Your brain already creates dreams, already processes emotions during sleep, already has the neural architecture for lucidity. Learning to access these capacities doesn't require adding something new, but recognizing something present. You have within you, right now, a sophisticated emotional regulation system that works even while you sleep. Lucid dreaming awareness simply turns on a light in a room that was always there, revealing resources you've always possessed. Be gentle with yourself in this learning. Not every dream will be lucid. Not every lucid dream will address exactly what you planned. Some nights, your brain needs uninterrupted rest more than conscious exploration. Honor these natural rhythms. The goal isn't forcing lucidity, but offering your awareness as support when it's welcome, respecting when it's not needed. Your system knows what serves you best. Emotional healing through lucid dreams, like all healing, isn't necessarily permanent. Life brings new challenges. Old wounds can reopen under stress. Healing isn't a destination, but ongoing process. This isn't failure, it's reality. What lucid dreaming offers isn't immunity from pain, but improved capacity to process pain when it arises. You build skills, resilience, familiarity with your internal landscape. These remain even when specific symptoms return. You've changed your relationship with difficulty, learned you can face it, survived it before, can survive it again. The real change lucid dreaming offers isn't just healing specific wounds, but transforming your relationship with your own mind. You discover that consciousness is more flexible than you thought, that you're not trapped in automatic patterns, that you can observe your own mental processes and participate in shaping them. This metacognitive skill, awareness of awareness, serves you far beyond dream work. You become less identified with every thought and feeling, better able to step back, choose responses, recognize patterns. This is the deeper gift: changed relationship with consciousness itself. Though lucid dreaming is solitary, occurring in your private dream space, it ultimately connects you more deeply to others. As you understand your own psychological processes, you recognize the same struggles in others. As you develop compassion for your own pain, you naturally extend it to others' pain. As you learn that everyone's mind creates both beauty and horror in dreams, judgments soften. The internal work of healing yourself creates capacity for healthier relationships with others. Healing is never truly individual. Each healed person radiates that healing outward. Even understanding the neuroscience, consciousness remains mysterious. How does awareness persist through sleep? What is the relationship between brain activity and subjective experience? Why do some people respond profoundly to lucid dream work, while others find it minimally helpful? Science provides partial answers, but cannot fully explain the felt experience of becoming lucid, of recognizing dream as dream, of participating consciously in your own unconscious processing. Some mystery remains, as it perhaps should. Not everything needs explanation. Some things simply are, and that's sufficient. Lucid dreaming shouldn't become warfare against your unconscious, trying to control and direct everything. Your unconscious mind has its own intelligence, processes running far deeper than conscious thought. Sometimes it needs to work without interference. Sometimes the best approach is witnessing, not intervention. Trusting that the dream knows what it's doing even when you don't understand. Lucidity offers choice, but wise choice sometimes means choosing not to interfere, respecting processes you can observe but shouldn't disrupt. Consciousness and unconsciousness, partners rather than adversaries. Perhaps what lucid dreaming ultimately teaches is presence, being fully where you are. Even in dreams, most of life happens unconsciously, automatically, without full awareness. Dreams typically follow this pattern. Unconscious narratives playing out while you sleep. Lucidity breaks the pattern, bringing full presence into sleep. This practice of presence, cultivated nightly, influences waking life. You become more present generally, less lost in automatic patterns, more conscious of each moment. Presence itself becomes healing. Attention itself becomes medicine. Many spiritual traditions recognize dreams as meaningful, even sacred. While neuroscience explains mechanisms, it doesn't diminish the profound experiences people report in lucid dreams. Feelings of oneness with the universe, encounters with deceased loved ones that provide closure, insights into life's meaning, transpersonal experiences that transcend individual ego. Perhaps these are brain states, interpretable neurologically, but they're also genuine experiences that change people, provide comfort, offer wisdom. Both explanations can be true simultaneously. The neurological and the spiritual, different languages describing the same human experience. Your journey with lucid dreaming will be uniquely yours. No one else will have exactly your dreams, process exactly your wounds, discover exactly your insights. This individuality is beautiful. There's no right way to lucid dream, no perfect technique, no goal you should achieve. Your unconscious knows what you need. Your dreams will show you what requires attention. Trust your personal process. Compare yourself to no one. Your healing timeline, your dream experiences, your growth, all uniquely yours, perfect for you. Sleep itself is profound gift. 8 hours daily, when demands pause, when the body repairs, when the mind processes and integrates. Lucid dreaming adds awareness to this gift, but shouldn't overshadow the fundamental value of simple rest. Sometimes the deepest healing comes not from lucid intervention, but from surrendering to sleep's natural wisdom, allowing your brain to work without conscious management, trusting that rest itself restores. Sleep heals, with or without lucidity. Both have their place. Feel gratitude, if you can, for this remarkable capacity your brain possesses, that it works tirelessly, even while you sleep, processing emotions, consolidating memories, regulating itself. That consciousness can persist through sleep's state changes, allowing you to witness and participate in these processes. That healing is possible, that old wounds can close, that pain can transform, that you carry within you everything needed for emotional recovery. Your brain's capacity for healing deserves appreciation. It's working on your behalf every single night. Healing isn't destination but journey, ongoing process without final endpoint. There will always be new experiences to integrate, new challenges to process, new growth to navigate. Lucid dreaming becomes a lifelong tool available whenever needed, reliable friend accompanying you through all life's changes. Some periods you'll practice intensively, working through acute difficulties. Others you'll rest from the practice, letting unconscious processes run unobserved. Both phases serve the journey. The practice remains available whenever you need it. Patient companion on the healing path. The real change isn't in space, in dreams, in consciousness, but in you. Lucid dreams don't heal you. You heal you, using lucid dreams as tool, as space, as opportunity. The power was always yours. The capacity for healing, for change, for growth, for integration, for wholeness. These live in you, not in the technique. Lucid dreaming simply reveals what was always true. You are more resilient, more capable, more whole than you knew. The healer you sought outside yourself, you discover within, waiting patiently in dreams. And so, our quiet journey through the healing landscape of lucid dreams comes to a gentle close. We've traveled from the first moment of recognizing your dreaming to the courage that emerges when consciousness meets unconscious. Discovering along the way that your sleeping mind is not passive, but actively working toward your wholeness. From the neuroscience of REM sleep to the symbolic language of dreams, to the practice of facing fear with awareness. We've glimpsed how consciousness during sleep is both mystery and medicine. The sleeping brain, it turns out, knows how to heal if we learn to listen. Lucid dreaming reminds us that healing happens not only in daylight but in darkness, not only in speech but in silence, not only in waking but in sleep. Much of the emotional processing happens beneath conscious awareness. In the quiet hours, in symbolic language, your unconscious speaks fluently. Dreams reveal that you're never truly separate from your capacity to heal. The medicine lives within you, working each night while you rest. By learning to witness this process consciously, you become partner to your own restoration. In these final minutes, take the deepest breath you can, as deep as possible. Think about consciousness itself. Yours, mine, everyone listening. All awareness everywhere. Perhaps all connected in ways we don't yet understand. You are not alone in the universe of minds. Let your entire being dissolve into the ocean of consciousness, into dreamless rest, into the space before thought. Prepare for deep sleep. No boundaries left, only peace. If this thoughtful exploration of the healing mind helped you find peace tonight, a gentle like and subscribe helps other sleepless souls discover this sanctuary too. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to us. One quiet tap, one sleepy soul at a time. But there's no need to do anything now. Nothing at all. You've traveled far tonight, exploring the landscape where consciousness and unconscious meet, where healing happens in darkness, where your sleeping mind tends wounds while you rest. You can allow these thoughts of dreams and healing to fade now, like morning mist dissolving in sunlight, leaving only the gentle calm behind. Let your breathing deepen. Let your body feel heavier, as if gravity itself is inviting you to sink deeper into rest, into the bed that holds you, into the darkness that protects you. If sleep comes, let it carry you like a slow river flowing to the sea, smoothly, inevitably, into a realm where time and weight no longer matter, where your unconscious mind continues its patient work while you drift beyond awareness. If your eyes are still open, the next video is waiting for you, ready to continue the journey. But if they're closed, stay there. Stay in the darkness that feels safe and warm. Tomorrow, your dreams will still be there, waiting to teach you, to heal you, to show you what you need to see. The capacity for healing will still live within you. But tonight belongs to stillness. Rest well, sleepy scientist, and remember, you carry within you everything needed for healing. Your sleeping mind is wiser than you know, working on your behalf through every dream, through every night, through all the quiet hours when consciousness releases its grip and lets deeper processes restore what daylight sometimes breaks. Dream deeper with bedtime science. Good night.